Life comes at you fast. You look up and your youth has passed. The trade-off is you gained a little wisdom. We were raised
all the
in
news
different
too.
spaces.
You know, like I at least have these people who are going to want the details, and I can keep them up to date every minute that it's changing, because it is every minute.
Marco Polo, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
So this is my friend Samantha, who I have known since college at UC Berkeley. This is the Girls Gone Menopause podcast. This is Adreana. Allison Evers is away. And today we are just going to talk about something that a lot of menopausal women go through, which is divorce. And then how do you put yourself out there again and get involved in a new relationship, and the challenges and joys of all of that. So I am absolutely positive this is going to be an episode to which a lot of women can relate, even though it's one woman, Samantha's story. So Samantha, how are you doing today?
I'm so great. It's really nice to see you.
It's good to see you.
It's very
too.
fun.
Yeah, it is very fun. You just bought a new place to live. How was that? How was that?
Excellent. Amazing. Shout out to Shauna Fogel and the Fogel group in RSM. It was easy because of her. So I was really happy that I chose, a partner through that process that would guide me and be honest and fun and like professional, but effective, like super effective. So it was like a very easy process. But what I wanted changed so many times in a 3-month search. It's insane.
Right.
And I'm thrilled that I ended up where I am, because I am in such a better financial situation now.
Right.
To not be house poor in Orange County, which is everyone that I know. I mean, it's brutal. If you didn't already start here, like I came here 5 years ago.
Right.
So I bought high.
Right.
And it's just getting higher, and it's absurdly high. So
right.
it's a painful, I guess, financial adjustment to come from anywhere else and move into California. But now that I've already made that, it's like I could do anything now. And if I can have financial freedom, oh, trust me, like I'm thrilled with what I ended up with. Like,
so tell us, you don't have to tell us where you live, but you chose not to buy a condo. You chose not to buy another house. Tell us what you ended up choosing.
I chose a manufactured home, a mobile home, because they're in pretty nice locations.
Tell me about it.
And I wanted to be by the beach, as close to the beach as possible. And I was inland, like 7 miles inland before. That makes a huge difference in the price of the home. And I did want a view. I kind of really hoped for, to actually experience where I was living. And I really couldn't afford what I wanted to the standard, no matter what the size was. Like I wasn't going to be able to do it. And that really pissed me off, because I was like going to make it happen. So eventually I think I got creative. Someone mentioned it or something happened, and I was like, maybe I should just check that out. It opened an entire world of options that I had no idea existed. Anyone that I know can afford to live in a mobile home park 3 miles from the water in San Juan Capistrano. There are houses in this complex that are 200,000 something. And if you are comfortable with living in the 70s, you're fine.
Okay. So
you know what I mean?
If you're comfortable living in the 70s, so I heard you say some of your neighbors are on the hippie side, which you actually like.
I think so. Of course. Yeah.
No, is it because it's San Juan Capistrano, or is it because it's a mobile home park?
Oh, it's because it's a mobile home park. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I think it's alternative thinker who ends up here,
right?
Because they are kind of under the radar,
right?
Or they're hardworking people who have grown up in something like this,
right?
Or have it in their families,
right?
And it's the most genius purchase I think I'll make. Like,
right.
I'll just say I live 3 miles from the beach. I have,
and you guys, this is a podcast, but her view
multi-million-dollar houses all around me. I go to the finest restaurants on PCH, and I pay, what is this going to be? So let's say it's $13,000 a year
right
to live here.
it's crazy.
I did purchase my house outright.
Right.
So I had a nut to do that, but you could do that with there is a
Right.
huge range of prices that you could accomplish that. And there are even less expensive places, because that 13,000 is a land lease. So there's a lot to learn about that, but you can learn that quickly. I had bought, 7 other standalone houses, but never this kind of property. And there are differences, but they're not insurmountable or like challenging at all. And, there's a bounty of people you could just ask, how do I get insurance for a place like this? All of that. And these people want to help you, and they're very community oriented because it's a neighborhood.
Right.
There are 312 units, and most people know a lot of people in here.
Right.
And have lived here for decades.
Wow.
They love it.
Wow.
They love it. And they brag about it.
You guys, Sam's house is beautiful. It's a beautiful house in and of itself. It is
it's
really
very cute, isn't
it's
it?
1,600 square feet. It's 3 bedroom, 2 bath, washer and dryer. It is, and it's nice, you guys. It's really nice. So whatever you thought about mobile home parks is probably true, but the opposite is true too, depending on the mobile home park. So I just want women our age to know that they need to look into this if they're coming out of a situation, if they're coming out of their marriage and they want options. I
mean, it's almost a doubling of the value. Let's just say, if your budget is $1.2 million to have a 1,600 square foot house in Orange County, South Orange County, I got 1,600 of a mobile home for half of that price, half of it. And it's in a way better location.
Yeah. Like this is a fan. She has beautiful views. So, yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, it can save your lifestyle if you are making a massive change in your life.
Right.
And so it doesn't have to suck.
Right.
Yeah.
So talking about saving your lifestyle, you came out of a marriage last year. And so just why don't you tell us a little bit about that and that transition? And so
what do you want to know? Narrow it down for me.
Yeah.
I could go anywhere.
When did you know your marriage was over?
When I had my second child, the same week. It was just not a fit. It was a lack of empathy, a lack of love and care, like a complete disregard of it. I think I knew at that point it was never recoverable. Like it wasn't salvageable. But we ultimately were an arrangement for business success. Like we were an extremely successful business couple. We both had great high earning careers that we really enjoyed. It was something we actively managed to optimize our income and our lifestyle simultaneously. We had au pairs that lived with us so that we could still enjoy our lives as much as possible. Like we were willing to invest in earning, if that makes sense. And because that was the goal. So, I'm like 7 years into this marriage and we're on the upswing financially. And I'm like, not going to divorce him in the middle of that because I have babies. I have babies, and I had to be loyal to the babies. So the babies are the reason that I stayed primarily. And because it wasn't that bad, I just wasn't happy or fulfilled. But I was happy and fulfilled everywhere else in my life, just not in my love relationship. And he wasn't even my friend. Like it was empty, but it was successful. So there were a lot of really good reasons to stay. And I compartmentalized and just sacrificed in my mind. Like one day, maybe it'll get better. One day, maybe he'll be happy when we retire and we can spend all of this wealth. Yeah, no. We got close to retiring. Well, I had retired and he was like, no, I don't want to travel. I don't want to waste my money on travel. Wow. And I'm like,
what did we do all this for?
What the hell? Who are you?
Right.
And I think that was a plan, like the beginning of a plan. So we were definitely in crisis towards the end of our relationship and there was a lot going on. We have a son with severe mental illness who was manifesting right at the time of us announcing that we were going to divorce, which was, I guess, right before my oldest graduated high school. And I have one that's right a year younger. So I was expecting we would just wait until they were out of the house. But things were not good because of our children and what was going on there. And I think that was really too much for him. And it was the breaking point because I think he wasn't doing well mentally either. Depression, no friends, working too hard. His wife basically hates him, you know, like it was not good for him at all. So it just came to a breaking point. We were like, let's just get this over with. But what the issue really was a financial dismantling that was extremely integrated. Like we were, you know, there was a lot of money involved. Let's just say that. So it could have gone any direction. Like he could have been a dick about it. He could have tried to cheat me out of it. He was making 3 times as much as me when I retired. And that was intentional. I stepped back from a corporate career and became just a vice president because he wanted to pursue his. And as a man that made more financial sense, he was going to get more money if we invested in his path. Plus, it could have led to living in Europe and all kinds of other cool opportunities. So, and I could work from home. So it was a no-brainer. But I did sacrifice my long-term career earning because of him. But at one point, it didn't matter anymore. We had reached our financial goals and I didn't have to work anymore. He was working because it made sense. We could get insurance, whatever. We could just pocket that and live larger. Why not? It was too easy not to. And then COVID happened. So, you know, long story short, this is everything. But the long story short was we dismantled very quickly, effectively by mediation. I actually did get a lawyer and wasted $15,000 to answer questions I already really knew in my heart, that there was no secret, malicious money draining on the side. Like it wasn't any of that. And I had to figure that out though, because he is a finance expert.
Right. So if anybody would be able to do it and smile in your face, it would be him.
But no one else would have been able to figure out what he did because he is that good. So it was a completely futile effort and pointless. But it just made me feel better. And then when and I also needed to know what I would have gotten if I went to battle in the courts. Well, I would have been absolutely royally screwed. In California, even, it is a male dominated judicial situation and they are fucking conservative. And watch out, ladies, in at least Orange County, it's a nightmare. So I actually get at least 4 times what he would have had to give me because he is a good guy and he was honest and fair. He did the right thing. So in that essence, like I don't wish him any ill will. I, you know, have regard, whatever. I don't feel bad about anything. I don't think of him. I don't resent him. It was a great, amazing outcome that I think we were both scheming for many years. So it's a freedom that we both now enjoy. And I think the farther our distance, the happier we are together.
Right. Yeah. So if you were in a very blessed situation in that the person you were leaving and who was leaving you was not out to be malicious.
Right.
If you had to plan your divorce.
Oh, I still did. I did.
So tell us a little bit about.
I researched it many times in different states when I lived there. So I had started that process not long after I had the first baby. I met with people who knew or whatever, gathered information, and it sounded bad because I was way out earning him at that point. I would have had to pay him for many years, which was like, fuck that.
Right.
That is never going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, because I put him through grad school. I helped him start a business for at least a year. He had no income. You know, I probably put the big nut down on the house that we bought, like all that kind of stuff. Like it was me who heavily invested up front. And the money that he invested and yielded our early retirement was my money growing. Okay. And then 15 years in, he finally surpassed me. And 17 years in, he tripled me. And it wasn't 15, maybe it was like 12.
Okay, sure.
But it was deeply into the relationship. So it wasn't like he carried me
right,
in any fucking sense of the word.
right,
So it really is a different situation depending on who you are and
right,
whatever. But I was willing to wait it out to get my fair, in my mind, what was my fair share.
right, right, right.
And he's happy with it too. He's the one who crafted it.
Right.
Because if he didn't, it never would have, no one would have known how to do it.
Right.
It's very complicated.
Right, right.
And I learned a lot about finance in the meantime,
right.
which was a crash course because I did everything for us.
Mm-hmm.
The family, the house, the kids, their medical, my everything.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I didn't do were our finances.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was his by far expertise.
So you were the CEO of the home and he was the comptroller.
Totally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so why would I also shadow everything he's doing?
Yeah, right.
I mean, I did know about it. We went over it at least once a year in
Right.
great detail.
Right.
And I had a good understanding of what it was. He's an excellent teacher too.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a lot out of
Mm-hmm.
our relationship. And I am very blessed and lucky that I married a good guy at the end of the day that did the right thing, does the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he does. And the right thing for him was to leave his family,
right.
you know, move far, far away from any emotional obligations, because that's what it is when kids are teenagers and adults.
Yep.
It's a totally different situation.
Yeah.
And some men can't handle that.
Right. What, looking back now, is there anything that would have told you before your first child that he was that guy, or it took having the child to realize?
Okay, here's what I would say there. It was happening all along. I just think in my hormonal state, I let myself see it.
Okay.
I was totally lying to myself. I was in denial about a lot of things.
Okay.
But from before I married him.
Oh.
I knew in the first month there was a severe problem, and I broke up with him. Yeah, you were probably there. We talked about that not long ago.
Yep.
And I was shocked at how much you remembered.
Wait,
I didn't
I'm
going to
tell this story.
Please do.
I'm going to tell this story.
Yeah.
So Sam lived in a condo in the
Oakland.
Bay Area.
Yeah. Oh,
and I'm trying to.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, in the Bay Area, which is, and she was dating the person that became her husband, and we were talking about him because she was just dating him at that time. And he had a reason that he thought he should be able to park his car at her condo. And she told him no. Now, they hadn't even been dating a year, okay? So she's like, no, you can't do that. This is her property. She pays on it. He has his own place. They're just dating. They're not engaged, nothing like that. He parked his car there anyway. And when she said, hey, I told you couldn't do that. He's like, yeah, I know, but I needed to park my car there.
Yeah. And
at the time I said, Sam,
yeah,
if he's not respecting your no now, that to me is a red flag.
Totally.
And I said, but you know what? I'm your ride or die. If you want to keep dating this guy, I'm going to shut up about it. And shut up, I did. And here we are.
So let me introduce you to the burned haystack dating method.
Okay.
Which is the most important thing that I'll say on this show.
Okay.
It absolutely got me up to speed on the new rules of dating, or that were old. They've been here forever.
Okay.
And you knew one of the red flags, which is boundary testing is not good.
Right.
Ever. And this woman is awesome. Her name is Jenny Young, and she is a PhD rhetoric professor, I think at Wisconsin or Michigan. And she's a full-on feminist and liberal, and is just brilliant, especially in the way that she articulates the lesson in a very succinct and marketable way that is memorable. But I'm very bad at remembering them because I'm always really tired or laughing or like just distracted when I'm seeing it. But her content is totally aces, and it'll prevent you from allowing yourself to even go on a first date with a guy who does something like that. And if you can just follow the rules, which is if they break one, you block them to burn the haystack. So it's called B2B. And if you block them, then you are freeing up your time to meet someone who might actually be good for you.
Right.
And what it is it's future abusers, it's liars, it's cheaters, it's misogynists, it's things that are like really bad. Like they're definitely
like red flags, not gray.
Like, you don't
red.
want to even, these are like almost 100% indicators kind of thing. And it's really hard to follow the rules because you want to like a guy because they are so few and far between at 53 that you're like, oh my, he breaks one of them. And I secretly want him to break that one because I kind of want to be objectified. Right. That's so bad. I haven't been in fucking 15 years. Right. So so that is something to check out, and it will help you know how to tell if someone is being a douchebag. And chances are, I mean, I'm telling you 9.8 times out of 10 they are. But when you find one that's really good, it's like, wow. I mean, it's probably shocking and like you are speaking to an angel. And that's how it sounds when they finally report back. Like there are women in the group that tell their story and they're the best, they're all universally flawlessly perfect relationships where you're like, wow. And the payoff is really, really everything we all dream about. And these are like 1 or 2 years in. It's not like they're in the
3-month phase. Right.
They're reporting back when they've got like real research. Right. So I don't even remember what your question was, but I just want everyone to know the burn haystack dating method.
So was the burn haystack dating method the method you were using when you first came out of your marriage?
No.
So yeah, tell us about that.
It wasn't a very active time because I'm in South Orange County, which is a very conservative area, and I am extremely progressive, I would say, especially to a conservative. I just moved back from Connecticut where like everyone that I know is educated. So they're all liberal. Okay. And it's a great liberal state with liberal leadership where, I mean, it's just smart and people are just like, we follow science, So to come back here and like encounter people in the grocery store or wherever on the street, like literally holding a Trump flag, you're like, what? And listening to the comments on the city Facebook pages is just
depressing.
I mean, ignorance central. I mean, there are no progressive voices on there. Like no one's speaking up because it's pointless. We're absolutely outnumbered. So the dating situation was nada, like there was nothing. Okay. So you'd have to know me and what my profile is to know when I tell you what I was getting, it's like, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, I think the algorithm is designed to make you want to
stay on longer by giving you the frogs.
Give up or I don't know what, but it's not to find someone. It is none of what I saw was even close. And I did eHarmony. I did Hinge. I got banned from Hinge for life.
How did that happen? Tell us that. Oh my God.
So I'm a horny bitch. That's the reason I am trying to date. It's not because I need a man to do anything for me.
That's the truth.
Other than check that box, sister. Like I am ready. After this many years and being on HRT, it's like, hell yes. I'm yes. Yeah. So that was a main driver for me is like the memories of good sex. Was like, I just really want to have somebody I could do that with. And I don't want to give up on like a good kiss for the rest of my life.
Right.
I just can't.
Right.
So that was a real motivator for me. And I don't know what you asked me, but I just know that I tried all of them. And Hinge's question was,
how did you get banned?
I said, what would your friend say is why you should date me? And I wrote in quotes, she's always horny. And I put a laughing emoji afterwards. Okay, so I'm on for literally 3 hours. In that 3 hours, I get one guy who like wrote me back to that joke and laughed. And I'm like, thank you. Like it was a joke. Right. I mean, it does say a lot about me and I know it's saying that. Right. I am intentionally saying that. That is a big part of who I am and why I'm there. Right. And I didn't realize we're all fucking tight asses at this point. Like, I don't understand why
we're all
I got
adults.
Banned.
Yeah, right.
So anyway, I get banned not long after. And it has to have been either that they are reading all new accounts. Someone's actually reading them. Yeah. Or someone reported me.
It's probably reading them.
It's probably, I don't know.
And
because I can't decide.
They're trying to keep sex workers
insulted I
off,
am.
and that would be
maybe.
that's what it is.
I mean, I guess it probably
the
makes
algo.
sense. Yes.
So horny.
Yeah, and I'm from '90s. I'm from.
right.
We just what the hell? That's what I mean. Come on, I'm 53. Right. So long story short, I try to write to them and say, like, could you please tell me why?
Right.
I don't
what rule
really
did I break?
What did I do? Because I'm not even sure it is that.
Right.
But I assume it has to be. So anyway, that pissed me off because there were actually maybe some at least higher quality guys who seemed more serious. So honestly, I would try Hinge, although I did see that woman in some documentary and I quickly disliked her. So I don't know if I can like Hinge or not. But they all have the same bullshit. And I do think it is definitely to keep you on there longer. So they are intentionally withholding and breadcrumbing. And Facebook does that because that's the one I do now, which is free. And that's the only reason why I do it is I will not spend another dime on any app ever. I don't think that's how I'm going to find somebody ever.
Right.
And I have a 6-year-old male ex-friend who said just a couple weeks ago, he's convinced that the women who are playing games are at the high-end hotel lobbies on PCH trying to schmooze up rich guys. The guys who are playing games are on the apps, probably have a girlfriend already or a wife and are just trying to boost their ego and just not serious in any way. Which is very true. So I get hit on now. I get liked or whatever by guys who are literally 30. I'm 53.
Right.
38 to 43. 90% of what I get is 38 years old. So I'm like, come on.
On Facebook?
Yes.
Wow.
I get a couple that are my age, but my age men are afraid of me. That is absolutely what's happening.
Tell me why.
Not one will initiate a conversation.
Tell me why.
I think it looks like I'm smart.
Oh.
I have a master's degree. I retired early. I own my own international consulting business.
True.
I have very active social life. I am cute.
Yeah, true. You are.
There's nothing wrong with me at all. And I look normal. So they won't talk to me.
Wow.
It's because they're the ones who are in my vicinity are not in alignment with my beliefs. The ones in LA and San Diego are, and they're like, where do you live? And
right.
I'm not asking to show me them, but they are more likely to like me and me them.
Right.
So, and if I said, could I just look within 10 miles of me? I live in like the most densely populated area.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
No, there's no one.
Right. Wow.
There's zero. They're like, nope, don't have any. Can we expand your filter? And I'm like, I suppose. Right. I mean, at this point, I will drive. It's been 2 years. Right. At this point, I will drive. So here I am driving. I have a hot new boyfriend.
Yes, she does.
Segue.
Who lives somewhere in the South Bay. I won't say where, but very
40
close
miles away.
Yeah, 40 miles away.
40 miles away. And it's traffic 40 miles.
Yeah,
at certain times
yes, it is, because I just did it. Yeah.
So it is a major issue, especially if you already don't have schedules that align. So I work normally in the morning and then I'm free like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. on. He has work that starts at 6 p.m. He gets home at 8:30. He's eating dinner at 9. No, that's never going to work.
I hear you.
So who's going to change? Well, the person who's retired.
Right.
I just bought a plate. I'm stuck here now.
Right.
So it's a huge conundrum.
Right.
But I mean.
But it's worth it to make it work for the dick?
Well, that's, I think, exactly where we are right now is how the hell are we going to do this?
Yeah.
Because I want it all the time, every day. I want to be in love all day, every day. Why would I fucking limit that?
Right.
To when it's logistically convenient. You know, like it's a real bummer.
Right. So,
real bummer.
Tell us how hormone therapy helped you come out of your. How long have you been on it?
Probably 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Maybe 4.
Okay. All right.
So before divorce.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I hated him even with hormones.
Oh, wow.
But that dark period, like 6 months of something, because I was having like severe hot flashes.
Okay.
So it was more like a discomfort thing.
Hey, Girls Gone Menopause listeners, isn't this an insightful and engaging conversation with Samantha? Unfortunately, at this very moment in our talk, someone nearby started using an electronic device that was interfering with our lavalier microphones, only I did not know that. When I went to edit this podcast, I found a portion of our conversation, the sound quality was unlistenable because of this electronic interference. So we are going to dip back into the conversation now at the part where it becomes listenable again. Please stay with us because she has some additional insights to share.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about how he got you in shape.
So he listened to all of my background, my injuries, my history. I mean, I dated professional athletes every single time, except for my ex-husband. All of them were elite athletes, Olympic athletes, NFL, serious. So because I like to work out, I love to work out. Like I really am looking forward to working out all the time again, but I'm not in that mindset. I haven't been in a long time. I totally neglected my body during my career at a desk for obvious reasons. And I could do my Bikram yoga here and there, and I could like try to work out and take nice, good walks. But like, I was never going to sustain a fitness lifestyle while I had a high
cortisol level.
Yeah. Career and this big and the career and the everything, the kids and the house. So, now that I can go back to doing that and he knows where I'm coming from, he's giving me frequency. So how often should I be doing this? What should I even just be doing at a macro level?
Right.
Which is that I should be weightlifting 2 days a week, because any more than that without having done it recently is going to be prohibitive. I'm either going to hurt myself. I'm going to be too sore to come back. I'm going to give up, whatever. So 2 days is totally sufficient, at least for the first 2 months, is from what I understand. Like it's evolving, I'm sure, and it really comes down to just building a habit. Already I do a lot actively. Like I'm just an active person. I usually don't sit down once I get up in the morning. So I might drive somewhere, but I'll like take a 3-hour walk, hike with my girlfriend, or I will garden outside for a long time, or I'll I'll do something physical, but it's not like intense at all. But he's like, keep doing all that. Go do a yoga class. Go, take a walk with your friends. Bike down to the beach. Run on the beach for 10 or 15 minutes. Anything is incremental to like I'm doing that, 3 days a week right now.
Right.
So if I continue to do that 3 days and I work out 2 more, and then I just take leisurely walks here and there, like just incorporate more activity. Okay, so we do that. But then we have to go to the gym. Okay, now what do I do at the gym?
Right.
So he literally wrote down my whole plan, and we went through and we did my weight capacity. Like, what can I lift? Oh my God, Adreana. Holy crap. I remember what I used to be able to lift.
Right.
Even when I was soft, like even in my 40s.
Right.
It's like half of that. I lost all my muscle. Like I can tell I did.
Right.
I can look at it and go, oh my God.
Right.
I used to have a muscle there.
Right.
I can't even really do a push-up. That's how bad it is. But I'm really strong, like walking and
endurance.
Yeah. But like my upper body is a noodle. It's a full-on noodle. It's embarrassing. And he's looking at my flappy fucking arms like blah, blah, blah,
so let's talk about that for a second.
Oh God, it was shameful.
You had your challenges with online dating. You found somebody.
Yeah.
You guys are together. How is it reapproaching sex? Because you didn't have sex with your husband for some time, and now you feel some kind of way about the body that you're in. It's you're actively working to improve it. But tell me about that. Tell me about that.
So, yeah, like I said, I'm a physical person. It's been trapped in an indoor body for a long time, and now it's like my time to focus on myself and what I want to do.
Blossom.
I want to be physical, and that includes sexually. And so my body was not prepared to do that, and that was also a big motivator for me to get in shape. It wasn't really a vanity thing. Like I know I'm great, but men don't know that.
Right.
If you're fat, like they're never going to care. Right. They're never going to look. I was fat. I was not cute. I mean, I was really not cute. And that was basically intentional. I was not upset about looking ugly for my husband. Like, subconsciously it might have literally been
The reason.
intentional.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did not deserve a beautiful wife at all. And so I dimmed myself to punish him, and I punished myself even
in the
more.
interim.
And I knew I was doing that the entire time. There's nothing I could do. It's just I don't know why it manifests. I've done that consistently in my life. When I am alone and happy, I'm thin. That's the bottom line.
Right.
It's just whatever. So end of the day, I don't know what the question was. How did it all happen?
No, just like, how did becoming sexual again in a body that you wouldn't prefer, that you're working to change after not having had sex for such a while? How was that?
Okay, so I learned a lot, but between the time I was 27, the last time I was dating, and now. So I'm like, I really, honestly, like I think like a 27-year-old. It's really weird.
What does that mean?
I don't like, I'm attracted to the same kinds of things I was at 27. That's what it is.
Okay.
The same exact, like I'm going back to, I don't need to care about getting married, having smart kids, having a financial stability. Like I don't need to care about that. All of that is handled. I can just go after what attracts me right now and what I want out of my life and my relationship. And it's number one, fun. It's health. It's fitness. It's friendship. It's support. It's like all the things you want. And very low down on the list is sex. If I were to find that though, that would be like, no way. Like that's my secret dream. That is what I fantasize about, honestly. So I go out, I pursue what I genuinely want. I kid you not. I said like a manifestation. I like started. So I talked to all my friends on my phone. Here's all this. And it's feeding me stuff about just say this out loud, Joni. Like start saying this out loud. You want a man with, dual citizenship, multilingual, who is a world traveler, who is fit, who is attractive, who has muscles, he's a bit beefy and masculine, a little bit of a, a man's man, all this. And holy shit, if I didn't actually get exactly that.
You manifested that. You spoke
it. It's literally verbatim what I asked for.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And number one on the list, because I was fantasizing, was sex. And oh my God, best of our lives. Both of us.
That's wonderful.
Like way exceeds any expectation I had after menopause, for sure. Like I gave up. I literally took my vagina and cervix out, knowing I would never have an orgasm internally again. Because I thought I was going to be married for the rest of my life. And damn, if I didn't think ahead, because I should have known better, because I secretly did know. Maybe, I don't know. It was worth it. I had such bad experiences. So, but something to think about, something to think about. But it's still, I mean, insanely
so why
good.
did you get that? Why did you get that? Was it fibroids? What was it? That
endometrial, like severe
that's so
endometriosis.
Oh, God.
They were like, this is the biggest uterus I've ever seen.
Wow.
They said they weighed it. I don't remember what it was, but it was ginormous. It was excruciating.
It's not a joke.
25% of my entire fucking life.
Oh man.
I had to wait till 47 to justify it because I was done having babies, but it was like I was losing, pints of blood or whatever. They were shocked I wasn't anemic. But I had other friends who were going through the same thing. Like it was bad.
Wow.
And, was I going to do an ablation? No. Personally, I just didn't want to risk the sound of that going wrong. Was like, yikes. And luckily I have friends who are, doctors in that field.
Who could give you good advice.
I mean, she wasn't like, she was a urologist, but like could guide me. And so I think you need guidance for that kind of decision.
Yes,
is the point.
Absolutely.
But I'm very, very, I was so happy the day it was done. Oh my God. And then when my husband refused to even go pick up my pain meds or bring me a drink of water, then I really knew divorce was imminent. I literally recovered from that in 4 weeks. After a C-section, it is nothing.
Wow.
Seriously,
Right.
not even close.
Wow.
Like it was easily 2 weeks. I felt like I was fully back to normal, but I was supposed to pretend for a month
Right.
because I got a month off work, which is
Right.
awesome.
Right.
But I was like at the lawyer's door right after that.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. And we literally made an agreement not to and just try to stick it out to get to the end of high school.
Right.
Like by that point, he was on board. You know,
Right.
it was like, Jesus.
Right.
Anyway, it's a whole new start. And
Right.
that's the thing is if I had known this, geez, Louise. As my old boss would say, Katie, bar the door. Like I would have really done this.
Right. Okay. So you're sitting here in this beautiful house with this beautiful view, with this beautiful boyfriend, financially secure. Do you think that the non-preferred experiences you went through, like had you not gone through the non-preferred experiences, that you would have been the person you are to sit here and have this now?
Oh, no, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is definitely who I am. And they were all choices that I definitely made consciously and deliberately because I remember making each one. I mean, I remember choosing this life intentionally every single step of the way. And all my friends know this. And because I wanted to close the loop and come back and say, like, how did I do all that? Like, how did I end up in this manifested?
Right.
My friends, Adreana, like that is it. It all comes back to if I didn't have a solid, rock solid group of friends, I could not have done any of it. That was the motivation. That was the support. That was the encouragement. That was the reminder. It was all the things, but it was also the distraction, the happiness, the joy, the, rewarding, because I intentionally invested in those friendships too by joining a chorus. So I'll give a shout out to, please ladies, find your hobby, because it can be the most rewarding part of your entire life. Like I had no idea what I was missing because I was never really on a team of women except on my cheerleading squad in high school, which doesn't count really. It's not even close to what it would be as an adult to be on a competitive sports team or something that was a little bit more meaningful than like a bingo group. Like that's great too. But if there is something higher that challenges you, like this is a performance anxiety challenge for me. That's why I pursued it. I wanted to improve that and try to get over it because it's such a pain in the ass, especially for someone like me who loves to be in front of people.
Right.
And the other point was I was going to make 60 new friends instantly in a new geography. Like I was just moving back here after 35 or 40 years away. So I made all these friends. I was getting to sing. It was all these great things. But that also, I mean, it's a chorus with members from age 23 to 92. And there is a wealth of amazingness of everything there. All of their networks, all of their vendors in this area, all of their wisdom, all of their generosity, like it's all there for you when you make an effort to find that group. That's all you have to do.
Right.
And you have it with your church.
I do.
And church is a great one for a lot of people. I think that's a no-brainer if you're spiritual. I mean, it can be work. Work is a great one. I don't have that. So I'm not working with people, but I did, I started this business to try to do that.
Right.
And I do like the people that I work with, but I never see them in person. It's not like I can hang out with them, and they're somewhere else in the world usually. So that's not good.
The same. Right.
So like having a local group, and now to have a built-in community in your own neighborhood, like this is an intentional, we're here for each other. We're all usually single. There's a lot of single people in here. So you need helpers. So everybody needs somebody.
True.
And the more you have, my goodness. So like I had someone text me this morning. She's like 40 and she's kind of in the momentum of her career, trying to build like a recruiting or whatever. And she texted me because she knows I'm business minded. She's like, do you know, and it's in the pet industry, and she needs somebody. And she's like, do you know somebody in New York who's this, that, or the other thing for this job? And I'm like, I'll totally think about it. And she also has these charitable nights where everybody brings their like garage sale items, and we have a party and exchange it with friends.
Have fun.
It's like people do cool stuff.
Right.
But like after COVID, people stopped doing that,
Right.
especially with their neighbors locally.
Right.
Don't you feel like that?
Well, not particularly, because church was happy to go back to doing, because we didn't have in-person church.
Yeah.
So when in-person church came back, everybody wanted to do all the things that they had missed. So it was a little bit different of a situation with my community. But I understand. But I understand what you're talking about. I really do. So, is there anything else you would want other menopausal ladies to know about how to achieve your best life after divorce?
I said so much. No, I can't think of anything.
Well, can we have you back? Because this is why I want to have you back. We're going to do a series on aging. It's going to be from both ways. It's going to be menopausal women are now having to talk to their parents about what's to come and how you have those conversations and what type of things you need to think about. But I want to have a conversation about going the other way, which is, what are you, a menopausal woman, doing now so that your children don't fight or don't have to be worried or don't have to be burdened? What plans are you making now?
For sure.
Especially when you look forward and think about what you have to do for your mom.
No, I don't have to do anything for my mom. This is my responsibility. This is her responsibility.
Right.
So yeah, it's interesting. Like, I think it's very much also a cultural thing.
I do too.
So really, you should get a lot of different
perspectives.
Yes. Because I mean, it's what your parents did is what I think you end up doing.
Right.
And my parents had this buckled down like at age 35 or 40.
Okay, so not everybody does. So
no, but what better gift for you to give your children?
I agree.
I mean,
but you have to know how to give it.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like I don't know how they came up with it. My parents were awesome. So I think that they cared enough to avoid, maybe they had an experience. I don't think that they did, but they at least had the wherewithal. I think my dad's corporate job, like, probably counseled them on that kind of stuff. But end of the day, like, they did it, which is a pain in the ass. It is a pain in the ass to get your stuff in order. So I have lots of thoughts about that.
Yeah, I would love to have you back.
Yeah.
It has been such a pleasure.
I love talking about myself.
And I feel like everything you're saying is so relatable. So this has just been a real pleasure, and I thank you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you. I love talking with you.